Okay, so I'm going to share something about cleansing baths, like spiritual baths. Some people refer to them as spiritual baths. Um, this is just some stuff I wrote down personally. You have your sea salt or Epsom salt, basil, tea water, lavender, clay, hot water, warm water. Depends what you like. I personally like hot water. Ground ginger, crystals, candle, incense. I found the candle and the incense very helpful and calming, especially if you just have candlelight. Kind of like setting the mood for yourself to be in a relaxed state. Obsidian, um, baking soda, apple cider vinegar. These are just things for your skin if you want to use them, some of them that I put in there. Or teas you can drink while you're having your hot bath, if that makes sense. Calming music, quiet setting if you can. Set your intentions for your cleansing, like before you get in the water. What is your intention? What exactly do you want to accomplish with having this spiritual bath of yours? Even if you know nothing about this stuff, what's your intention? As if anything else you were to do in your waking day, what's your intention that you set for certain things you do? Your breathing, and then a glass of water there for drinking so you don't get dehydrated, a cloth, and smudge stick if you want. So thoughts, ideas, emotions, and clarity are all allowed to flow in freely as you are submerged in the element. As you meditate, you are free to ask yourself the more difficult questions. When it comes to traumas or something like that, you're allowed to, ask yourself. It's usually going to resonate with that age that you were at, the answer that you get, I mean. And, if flashbacks are too hard, that's fine. You don't have to go too deep into it. Just acknowledge what it is. Okay. And ask yourself the questions, and usually you'll get the answers. Like, what was your part in it? What was out of your control? Such and such. If tears fall, let them fall. I said this is part of my healing. I had a lot of salt baths and tears. They go hand in hand for healing. Allow the feelings to come through so you can continue to heal. Let go of the thoughts, emotions, actions, and interactions or intentions that you pick up from other people, or that you have picked up from that situation, or that you have picked up in general that you carry from that trauma. Let go of those thoughts. Bath cleanse is not just beneficial physically, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Words are powerful, so when you do use them, try to use them with good intentions, okay? Sometimes when we get upset, there's individuals that get upset and they say things that come from a very dark place. And that dark place is usually based off of fear or pain or insecurities or anything like that feeds that kind of the ego. As if it's not a part of them, right, that they need to acknowledge. But sometimes people say things if they were in their right state, their true being, their light side, that's not something that they would actually say. It's not always easy to get the time for a good soak, okay? But all of us make the time regardless for what we want and what is important to us. This for me is vital to my growth and my balance. So it's been very beneficial and it's helped me. Visualize the good that you want to come to you, or even the energies you want to experience. Me reading this is me reminding myself, because I wasn't doing that the last spiritual cleanse. The energies I want to experience. What do I want to experience? And I felt those energies before. When something goes my way or something is happening and it's all coming together, how do I feel at that moment? I really gotta remind myself more often about these things. Soaking in the tub is one of the best ways I have connected with the element, since I'm not very close to a large body of water. And it's another way to help me connect with my highest self, higher me. Keep thoughts positive best you can. Breathe through the experience. If you're going through the difficult moments where you're crying or something, allow yourself to feel it. Don't fight it and be like, oh, I can't cry because then I'm not tough or something like that. Well, holding it in is probably not a good idea, and you're surrounded and soaking in a bath of salt water anyways. So it's okay. All right? It's all right. It doesn't make you weak. I don't care who in your life has told you crying makes you weak. Now, if you're sobbing like a child on the floor and having a hissy fit tantrum because you spilt milk or something like that, okay, well, yeah, that's a whole other thing we're gonna have to look at. That comes from probably some childhood things too, what you're used to. And that changes as we change. But when tears are going to fall and you can feel it, it's an overwhelming rush sensation. The watering almost you feel in the back of your throat, like your mouth waters almost, and your throat tightens a little teeny bit. You can still breathe, but you feel the whale up of tears. Don't hold them back, okay? You're allowed to let them fall. A lot of it allows me to release stress, emotions, negative energy. And it is a way to transmute things too, because when you acknowledge something, when you are consciously aware and you acknowledge something, okay, and then you get the closure and you allow yourself to heal from that, because you have your closure, you understand now. You understand why this person was a certain way to you or did a certain thing. You understand your part in it at that stage, that moment of your life. You understand what was out of your control and what part you took in it as well, regardless. Okay, not pointing fingers or blaming or anything like that. Just understanding the situation gives you the clarity so you can have your closure.